The truth. I talk a lot about the truth because the truth is, with Christ, things are hard. I'm not going to lie. It is. It is one of the hardest things, the most hardest thing I had to do in my entire life. And I'm going to continue to maintain that. A lot of people just don't want to admit it. A lot of people want to act like that their life is so perfect. But I'm going to tell you, nobody's life is perfect. There are things that you're going to have to be willing to give up. There are people you're going to have to be willing to let go. There are going to be things that you're going to have to be willing to quit, to stop doing. And it's going to be all the way down to the simplest, smallest thing to the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? It could be food. It could be, you know what I'm saying, jobs. It can be people. It can be marriages. It can be all this stuff. And people are like, marriages. Yes, marriages. Because why? The person can be not be who God called you to be with. The marriage could be abusive. The person can be cheating and all this kind of stuff. But these are things that a lot of people do not want to talk about. So God can be calling you from that and to require you to leave these things and leave them behind, to sacrifice. And throughout my life, there's one thing that I have seen that most people don't want to do. People don't want to give up on anything. They don't want to sacrifice nothing. They don't want to. They want something, but they don't want to sacrifice anything, just like blessings from God. Everybody wants blessings from God. Even people of the dark kingdom want blessings for God. But nobody wants to be able to give up something for him. Nobody wants to be able to give up something or sacrifice anything for him. They're not going to be willing to go through the fire. They're not going to be willing to do anything. But you're going to have to be, because it's about you going through things in life to learn. How else are you going to learn? How else are you going to get to the place where God needs you to be and who you're supposed to be, who God knows you to be, not who the world thinks you should be or who they think you to be or who you think you are supposed to be, but who God says you are and knows you to be. And when you're with the Lord, who the Lord says you are, is a total different person than you could ever possibly imagine. And that's what people are afraid of, because when people see who you are, and I'm not saying your potential, because potential is different than the reality of things. You could see someone's potential, but it doesn't make it reality. I had that problem myself. I would see people potential, but the thing is they never achieved that potential. And did I see it with everybody? No, it was just a different path, but they didn't choose that path. Could they have became that person? Yes, if they had chosen it, but they didn't. But potential is different than reality. And yes, people can see the reality of who and what you truly are, because why? That is a path that you are taking, you are walking. Because it is something in you that is different than everybody else, than anything else. You don't have to make yourself and force it. You are just it. It is a part of you. It is who you are. It is every fabric of your being. And so there are people out there trying to become, trying to do this, trying to redo themselves, revamp themselves, basically to be something, but you're just being you. It's natural. It's who God created you to be. There are people who are naturally just speakers. There are people who are naturally just nurturers. Because a lot of people don't really think about that as a gift. That is a gift. Whether it's a physical nurture as with a person or nurturing even plants, even animals. Because a lot of times just think one way, but there's multiple ways to be a nurturer. Healing, speaking. You could be a nurse. You know what I'm saying? All this kind of stuff. There's a lot of ways of healing. physically, mentally, and spiritually. There are all types of things, even art. You know what I'm saying? All types of stuff. Everything out there. It's just a variety of things. And whatever God puts into you, sometimes people are just a natural. They were born with that gift, born with that in them. They have purpose. Everybody have purpose. You may not have the gift and the talent of, let's just say, of being an artist naturally. You may be something else, but it's up to you. But a lot of people don't take the time to look and see what God has placed in them. They get envious of jealous because God naturally gave somebody else those gifts and those talents, and they try to seek out and try to become like someone else. No, become who you are. Seek God and ask God, who are you? Because honestly, by a certain age, you should already know what your gift is. You should already know what you have. Because God would have shown you, you don't have to copy off someone else. Because you will already have the things within you. You will already have done it. You don't have to look at somebody else's work and copy off theirs. You will already know. But if you're going around copying off other people, you have literally been living your life duplicating others' work. So you have no authenticity of your own, and not even yourself. You don't know who you are. Most likely, you as a person is not authentic. Your worth ethic, everything about you is not authentic. You have not been walking in your authentic self.